Good day, wherever you are watching this at the moment, and welcome to my live stream this evening. In today's live stream, I want to share a very important lecture. If you are joining this channel for the first time, you are welcome. This is a spiritual page, a spiritual channel where we share different spiritual lecture, guide, tips, and all of that, just like the one you are watching right now. So in today's video, we want to make some clarifications about what you should keep away from your bedroom, what may be affecting you spiritually that you may not know, that you have to keep away from your bedroom. If you are watching this at the moment, please make sure you like this live stream, make sure you comment, make sure you share so that it can be recommended to others. If you are joining us for the first time, my name is Ifajimi Fakayode and this is my channel. I've shared several lectures like this, and in today's video I want to share an important one, and I want everyone to listen and watch carefully. And we have a board here to make our videos, our lecture this evening more clearer and more enlightening. So we want to be talking about what you should be keeping away from your bedroom. Yes, I've made one video, similar video, I think around January or February. So the video was about something like this, but it was not enough. I said I'm going to do the part 2 of that video. So if you are lucky to be watching at this moment, that means you are watching the part 2 of that previous lectures. And today we are going to be looking at 5 things that can be very dangerous, that if you are keeping it in your room, it's going to be affecting you more dangerously. You have to get rid of them from your bedroom. They may be the reason for your stagnation. They may be the reason for your setbacks. They may be the reason for the delay. All those bad things you are experiencing in your life. These things I'm going to mention will be one of the problems. So, and if you are guilty of any of this, just try and get rid of them. I'm not going to take much of your time because of the video time. So today we are going to firstly start with what is called Christmas melon, otherwise known as Tangiri. So I think we are all familiar with it. I have made a video about it. It is called Tangiri, Christmas melon. So I've seen people talking about what the benefit of it. Like when you keep it in your room, in your home, it is capable of protecting you and your family. But you see this Tangiri, if care is not taken, it can be working against you if you are having it in your room. So one of the benefits of this Tangiri, this Christmas melon, I'm going to show it in my community tab. After this video, I'm going to show you so that you can see what I'm talking about actually. So this Tangiri, if you keep it in your room, it will be protecting you. It will be taking in all the strange spirits that are coming to affect you in your room, in your home. So if you can buy one Christmas melon and try and keep it in your bedroom, it's going to be protecting you from any evil attacks, any bad things, any bad omens. So I've seen people talking about it, and even I've seen people that are very familiar with it. There was a time I visited someone, a Christian home for that matter, so they were having it in their room, and I was asking, why are you keeping it? They said it is good to have the Christmas melon in your room, to be protecting you, to be sending back all the evils and bad spells that may be working against you. But you know, as good as it is, it can be very dangerous. And I'm going to be talking about why the Christmas melon, you should not keep it for a very long time in your room. So the first thing we are going to be looking at here is Christmas melon, so otherwise known as Tangiri in my language. So Yoruba call it Tangiri. So if you are having this in your room, if you keep this in your room for a very long time and it gets dry up, when you check it, you will see some white things around it. That means all the spells that it has taken, it is releasing it back. So all the spells, all the bad spells that were sent against you, that were sent to you, that is not getting to you because you have that thing in your room, when you keep it for a very long time and this thing spoil, this Tangi Christmas melon spoil in your room, it is going to be releasing all the bad things it has taken in before. So it's going to be releasing them because there's no power in it again. So for those of you that is using this, but you know, I say knowledge is power. I know many of you may be aware of the how powerful that Christmas melon or tangiri can be, but if you are watching this at the moment, this will give you benefits that this will make it clean long time. At least if you have it for like 3 weeks, you can change it, buy another one and keep in your room. It is very powerful, but don't keep it for a very long time, because if you keep it for a very long time, all the bad thing that it has helped you swallowed, it will be releasing it into your home. It will be, that's why you will see everything start falling apart, poverty, stagnation, delays and all of that. You understand? So just make sure you are not having it for a very long time in your room. So although not everyone is familiar with this thing, but mostly in Nigeria, if you are watching this from Nigeria, you should have heard people talking about this thing, tangiri. Some people have made videos about it, how you can use it to protect your home, your room. It is capable of swallowing bad omens, bad spirits, bad spells and all the thing against you. I'm going to make videos about it in the future. But if you are aware already, or maybe you have learned it in somewhere before, just make sure that you are not keeping it for a very long time, more than 3 or 2 weeks. That's the best, or at least 1 month. 1 month is enough to keep this Christmas melon if you know the benefit of it. Now I know this particular one, many of us may not be guilty of it, most especially people in the diaspora may not know the Christmas melon unless they buy it from the African store. Now the second thing, which is the most important thing we are going to be looking at, is your shoe. Your shoes, or let me just say used used shoes. So we are doing this for people that have the hearing problems. So now this number two, we are all guilty of it. Most of you here will just wear your shoes outside. You go to a party now, you wear the shoe to a party, you dance in the party, you visited your friend, from there you are stepping everywhere. The same shoe, you will carry it to your room. So most of you that have your shoe rack or whatever in your room, it is not good. You should, in normal African setup, you should have a separate place for your shoes, that anything that you wear outside, don't take them directly into your room. So you should not be inside your room, because there are some place you step in that contains maybe bad spirit. They have put something there, or maybe they have poured something there on that land that is going to be very dangerous, that you don't know. Most of you walk to a party, you dance at a party, you just go back to your room and remove the shoe. Some will even sleep up with the shoe in their leg. So shoe can be causing you, can bring in bad spirits outside into your home. So it is advisable whenever you wear a shoe outside, whenever you go to a work, whenever you just go to the work and come back, remove the shoe and keep it at the entrance or wherever you keep your shoes, maybe at the shoe rack. So don't let it be in your room. And if you are going to be keeping a shoe in your room, make sure you firstly clean it up, or dust it very well. Don't just drop the shoe inside your room as soon as you come back from a party or from work. So because all these simple mistake, or a single sand, a single soil, a drop of soil in your room can be causing you a very serious problem that will be very hard to get rid of, because you won't know what is the problem, where the problem is coming from, because the thing is inside your house. All this small mistake, most especially people that will just be throwing everything around in the room. So it is not advisable, because I'm not saying that you should not wear your shoe as you like, but it could be one of the problems. In fact, I've witnessed one case like that, ever since the person, noticed that the things are not going right for the person, for this particular person, and then when they were checking, they discovered that there's a strange thing in his house. There's a strange thing that a bad spirit just came into the house, because he just start having bad dreams. All the things that he has not been experiencing before just starts happening. All the bad spells, or everything just start falling apart. So when he went for checking, they now told him that there's a particular thing he has in his room, or he has around him, that he has to desist from. He was taking everything away. He was not knowing that this simple thing is the problem. So don't be a victim. I'm not saying it is generally applied to everyone, but it could also be your own problem. So that is number two. So if you are watching this at the moment, if I'm communicating, let me know. Make sure you are liking this live stream at the moment. Now, number three of this is mirror. So most of mirror, you pick it and bring it to your house, using it inside your room or inside your house. So it is not good to be taking someone else mirror. Some will just pick mirror. Most especially if you have children, small children around. Your children might just pick a broken mirror outside and bring it inside of your house. So this could be could cause you a very serious problem, spiritual problem, I mean. So broken mirrors, or mirrors that you don't know the source of it, should not be in your room. Although I've made videos where I was talking about mirror. Actually, I was saying you should not be having mirror facing your bedroom. I was talking about the spiritual impact of it, how they could be using it to be monitoring your steps and your plans. So most of you here will say, I'm planning something in my mind, and I don't know how it got leaked out. It may be because you are having all of this strange thing in your room. Life is spiritual. Anything can be manipulated and can be shaped into whatever that may be working against you. Okay, so mirror is one of it. So if you have small children around, don't let them bring a broken or used mirror into your house. And the video I made about used mirror, you should go and watch that. It is a very educating video. Now, number four. So we are on mirror. So mirror number. Now we'll move to number four because of the video time. So we'll be stopping around the 15 minutes of this video time. So number four is coconut. I've made video about this as well, but I still have to repeat it for people that are just joining the channel. So there's a lot of things we've shared here. If you are joining us, if you just joined this channel, there's a lot of lectures we have made. There's a lot of things we have discussed in the past. So go and watch the videos. So number four is coconut. Coconut is good to have in your house, but it is linked to this. So they have similar things. This coconut and Christmas melon. These two things have similar consequences if they are kept for a very long time. If you're having coconut in your room, maybe you want to use it for a spiritual work, don't let it get spoiled inside your room. Don't let it get spoiled inside your room. That is why most of things will be going strange. And they say knowledge is power. Lectures like this, unfortunately, may not be going viral. People may not like it because we just want something that is sweet to hear. But things like this are one of the things that if you keep up with it, if you adhere to all the rules, they are going to be guiding you, and then you won't be having problem. Your life will be going smoothly. Although I'm not saying that man is not meant to be having problem, this life is created out just as it is. We humans are meant to face one or two problems at some point in our life, but you will be having things easier if you are just knowledgeable spiritually. Most of problems that you are supposed to pass on, you are supposed to step on, that are not supposed to be over you, it will be going over you because you don't have the knowledge, because you don't want to watch videos that are very beneficial and useful like this. So many people have talked about coconut. I also have made videos about coconut. And I made a video one time. I was talking about coconut to be used in a new month. For those of you that has been on this channel, I was saying if you buy one coconut and in the beginning of that month, if you want your things to be going very well, it's a every month ritual, new month ritual I call it. It's very powerful for people that have tried it. If you want the new month to be so merry and good for you, to be so good for you, so if you buy one coconut and then you get one fertility leaf or 7, or you squeeze it with it, the coconut water and some other things, go and watch that video. But you know, most of you would buy the coconut maybe on the 15th of this month. Now you keep the coconut until the end of the month and use it on the first day of the month, and you will see that things are not working. It is because maybe the coconut spoil. Apart from that, it may affect the effectiveness of that work. Coconut spoiling in your room is not good. It's going to be bringing in bad spell. All the lucks, all the good things that it has brought to your room, you are having coconut, it works by bringing lucks even without using it for everything. We are going to be talking about that in future. But if you let it spoil in your room, you will be having issues. So if you have a coconut to be used for a spiritual work, make sure you use it on time. Don't keep it for a very long time, okay? So that is another thing. So because of the video time, we will be going to the last one. But before I go to this last one, if you are on this channel, please, if you are enjoying this lecture, make sure you share these videos, make sure you like and comment. So make sure others are benefiting from it. Don't be stingy with whatever you learn on the internet like this. So this last one is very important and very crucial. So, and many of us are guilty of it. Although this last one, civilization has changed some things about this thing I'm going to talk this last particular one, because people, it is a traditional way of using things. But I gladly, there has been some, you know, modern things that you can use that will help you, that will work perfectly. So, but this last one, you have to be very careful if you are guilty of it. And also, let me make this announcement. If you have been on this channel, for people that are contacting me on the privately, so whenever I drop my number, I will say you should chat me on WhatsApp. I'm not saying you should call me. So it is not easy taking every call every second. You know, I'm not, you know, you should consider I have some other things I'm dealing with. I have some other things I do myself. So you should consider all of this before you take your phone and call directly. You can simply drop your message on WhatsApp if you need to reach me. When I have the time, I will get back to you. I have a lot of people that have paid for consultations. I have a lot of people that have reached out for one particular spiritual works or not, or the other, that have paid for it, that I need to do their work. One thing about me is if I have your spiritual work at hand, my mind wouldn't be at rest until I do it, until I make sure I finish it successfully before I can take in another work. So this thing should be understandable. Now let's go to the last one, which are called used used uh, used broom. So the reason I use used is, if you have your neighbors, for those of you that live in a poor neighborhood, all these face me and face you houses, you just go and borrow brooms from your neighbor and use the broom to sweep your room. Hey, this is a very great problem. And more than bad luck and poverty, it can bring a heavy havoc on your family in terms of something that could be heavy as dealt, or something like so bad luck and unfortunate things. This one of the dangerous things among all these things that I've mentioned. So this last one, those of you that will go to your neighbors and say borrow me your broom, or if you, even if you are not borrowing brooms from your neighbor, the broom you are using for outside, I made video about that. That was 2 months ago. The broom you are using to sweep your the outside of your house, don't use it inside of your room. It is not advisable. Find a separate broom you'll be using for your room and the one you'll be using for other places. These are what our forefathers do. You will see in normal typical African home, they will have a separate brooms they will be using for outside and separate one for outside. Even if a neighbor wants to borrow a broom, they will have the one to give to that particular neighbor, so they don't give the one they are using to themselves. Because you see, most of things you give out may be used negatively, or they use it to sweep somewhere else that is not good, and now you use the same broom to sweep your room that is full of luck, that is full of prosperity. Now you sweep away all the goodness. So just make sure you have a separate, and the same thing applicable to people that are using all this modern sweeper, mopping, all these mopping sticks and the rest of them. So there's something they are making in forms of brooms now. So I also have it. So for people that are not, that will be saying, me, I'm not using broom, I don't have any concern about that. You also have concern. Don't use the same thing you are using outside inside your room. So this will cause you a very, very serious spiritual problems. So that's the last one there. Always avoid all those bad abhorring things in, and be using it in your room, most especially brooms. So if you have used a broom to sweep outside of your compound, then find a separate broom to be sweeping your room, your personal room. So don't bring in another broom and be using inside your room. So it will be cause you a very serious problem. I hope I'm communicating. Now we've exceeded the 20-minute agreed time, so I will be taking in questions. If you have questions before I will be ending this live stream, because I have to make this lecture, I promise that I will be doing lectures at least once a week. It is very important. It is not every time we'll be making video uploads alone. If we are going live like this, we'll be able to be communicating, sharing your opinions and the stuff like that. If you are sure that this video benefits you and you have a question you will ask before I end the live stream, ask it now, and I'll be uploading it on my channel. For you that are just joining, that you don't know what we are talking about, we are just discussing things you must not keep in your room that may cause you a very serious problem, things you must not keep in your bedroom, or let's just say generally in your house. So we've discussed about Christmas melon. We call it Tangi in Yoruba. I said I will share the videos, a picture of that thing on my community post soon. There, so I've made videos about it. It's very powerful. And if you are not aware, or you are not aware of how powerful the Christmas melon can be, if you can buy one, if you can get one, in fact, it will be saving your whole house, your home, because this thing is capable of taking in all the bad things that is coming into that house. So it will be coming to it before coming to you. So if you are having this thing in your home, it is very useful. So, but many in Nigeria is already aware of how powerful it is, but they don't know the negative side effect of it. So that is the negative side effect is what we are talking about. And I was saying you should not keep it in your room at least more than 1 month. So because if you keep it for a long time, all the bad things that help you swallowed to be releasing it back into your room, and it will be very messy and bad. It will be very serious. So don't keep it. Then we talk about shoes. All those of you that will wear shoes outside, bring it inside. We talk about mirror, the evil mirrors. We talk about coconut, and so on. The list is very long. We cannot finish it tonight. I just have to share these 5. So if you are loyal to this channel, I will be dropping the third part of this video, the third episode. So where we'll be talking about another thing you should avoid entirely, or you should be very careful with. I still remain your spiritualist, Ifeanyi Fakayode. And if you are new to this channel, this is spiritual channel where we share true and working spiritual work, tested and working spiritual work, tested and verified spiritual lectures, not just talking out of ignorance, not just talking out of sweet mouth, but what we deeply know about spiritual things. This thing you cannot get it anywhere. There's no amount of money you will spend to get all this knowledge for free, because no one will tell you. They prefer to be taking your money and be lying to you and be saying something else is your problem. But if you have knowledge about all of these things, you will be able to be solving most of petty problems. Like, in fact, you will not be getting into problems all the time, because you will know what and what to avoid. You will know what and what you should stay away from. This life is so spiritual. There's a lot of things. We human, we are just as blind. And most people that don't watch lecture like this are the most blindest people. They are just walking in darkness. They are just lucky that things is going well for them, because all of a sudden things can fall apart for them. People that's not aware of everything is the most blind person. They are innocent, so they are walking innocently. They are just enjoying some feeble grace that won't last for a long time, because life will surely get to them at one point. So but if you are aware of this knowledge, so you will be, in fact you will be sharing this with your children, videos like this with your children and people that you need to benefit from. So thank you so much for watching this live stream this evening. I'll be handling this live stream today. I still remain your spiritualist, Ifeanyi Bakayode. Next time I will be coming your screen with another powerful one. Remain blessed and enjoy your day or your night, whatever time you are. So there's no question, then I'll be ending this live stream. Thank you. Let me check out the please. I can one broom be used to sweep the whole room in a flat. So far you are, it is not outside. Yes, I mean you in a flat whereby you and your family lift, that can be used. But if you have someone else that you don't relate living in another room or something, so it's better you use it for your own room. So let me check another question. Thank you so much. Thank you. Your teachings are helpful. Thank you. So how do stop any evil mirror used to monitor someone? It's not good. Don't keep mirror in your room. Don't keep mirror closer to where you sleep. I've made video. Go and watch it. Yeah. Amen. Thank you so much. So yeah, I think I've seen like two reasonable questions and I've answered them. Then I'll be ending this live stream. Remain blessed. Next time I'll be coming your screen. And this thing, if you can't see it clearly, when we do the upload, it will be more clearer than this. So don't worry. Yeah. Thank you. So good night.